Okay, so our article begins with this sentence.
Okay.
Each year,
yes.
about 800 people
die.
Try to climb Mount Everest, the world's tallest mountain.
That's right. That's
okay.
Right.
So Mount, M-O-U-N-T, is short for mountain. And we use this word as part of the name of a mountain. So instead of saying Mountain Everest, we would say Mount Everest or Mount Fuji.
Mount Fuji. So we could say Mount Jade.
Is that what it's called in
Jade
English?
Mountain. Well, you can use it both ways, but if you put the mount part in front, then you would say Mount, right? So we could say Everest Mountain, but the name is Mount Everest. I think mostly people would say Jade Mountain, here in Taiwan, but you could say Mount Jade, and I've certainly heard people say that before.
I actually Googled Mount Alishan, but no, it doesn't work. It's just Alishan. There's no mountain.
Yeah, or Alishan Mountain, or Mount Ali. I think I've seen that before. I think I've seen that before, yeah. Anyways, let's get back to talking about Mount Everest, which is way taller than these mountains. It says, on their way to the top, these are the people climbers, people who climb, they face many dangers, including freezing cold temperatures, it's very high, lack of oxygen, it's very high, and falling rocks.
Also very high.
They're falling from on high and they can hit you on the head, and that's very bad. But the big problem you would have up there is oxygen. Oxygen is the O in H2O. It's also the stuff that gives our body life when we breathe in air. Air is only about 10 or 12% oxygen, I think, but the oxygen is what our body uses to continue to live. And as you get higher, there is less and less oxygen in the air, right? That's why we don't open the windows on an airplane, because there's no oxygen up there.
Is that the reason? I've always tried to open the window. And
you have?
No,
You're not sitting next to me. Anyway, so that's why often when you see people on Mount Everest, they have masks with tanks of oxygen to keep them alive.
Okay, our article says, when disaster strikes at the top of the world, only a few brave helicopter pilots are willing to risk life and limb to save these adventurers.
Very brave.
Okay, let's take a look at our first vocabulary word, helicopter. H-E-L-I-C-O-P-T-E-R. Helicopter is an aircraft.
Wait, you're going to use words to explain helicopter?
Do you want to act it out?
That's a helicopter.
Do you guys know what that is?
That's a helicopter. It's going chicken, not me, chicken like that.
Is it in the air?
Yeah, it's in the air. It's a helicopter.
Okay,
right,
so a
helicopter
doesn't have wings, so it's not an airplane.
Yeah.
Instead, it has that large metal blade that you were talking about on top that can turn around very quickly. Those blades, they move very quickly.
It's called a propeller.
Oh, that's great, yeah. And a helicopter, it can fly straight up from the ground.
It can.
So it's not like an airplane where it goes and it goes up.
No.
Instead, a helicopter goes up, straight up.
Yeah.
And it can stay in one position in the air.
It can fly backwards.
Can it fly backwards?
Sure.
Really?
And sideways.
Cool.
Yeah, very, very cool.
Is really
so they
cool.
often use helicopters to rescue people from high mountains and things like that.
Here's an example sentence. The man needed immediate medical attention, so he was rushed to the hospital by helicopter.
There you go.
So let's not say helicopter, let's just make that.
And actually, we do have a short term that you might hear in movies, for example, chopper. A chopper, a helicopter is a chopper because it's a little bit shorter and it sort of the blades sort of chop through the air like you would be chopping a tree or something like that. Let's also have a look at our shortcut for you, and we're going to learn more about risking life and limb. Ooh, dangerous.